Now, we got some Daredevil news from New York Comic Con again, and also after it, they decided to reveal, well, more details on Daredevil Born Again, like, plot details and what the story's going for and what we're getting here. The big takeaway is that they're definitely leaning into the whole, hey, this is going to be bigger and darker than what you think. And then they give us the synopsis, which I think is weird and interesting at the same time. They talk about the fact that Matt's law firm is now like bustling business. He's got tons of traction. They're no longer poor or anything like that. And that obviously Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin is on his political run, and that both of them are going to inevitably clash with their ideals and what's going on in New York. So, from
to me, that's interesting that they're already going into Mayor Kingpin already.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
I just can't be taking Daredevil away from the working class. No. You can't have nothing these days.
So I wonder if this is like, because by all accounts and from what we've seen, Foggy isn't part of, the old firm. Like, he's moved on, which is why he was, I guess, kind of like, devoid of the original version. It was like, oh, he works at another firm and he died. So is Murdoch and Nelson being run by Matt? And it's like, it's this giant business now. And maybe like he tries to convince Foggy and Karen to come back, and maybe that puts them in the crosshairs. And Kingpin's obviously, he's got Bullseye back. There's a lot going on. So this synopsis kind of, I guess, without telling us the story, if you know what you're looking for, and if you've seen the set photos, you kind of know the story, you know the beats and everything. So it'll be interesting to see. I find it very interesting that they don't mention Frank Castle, but I'm going to guess they're trying to keep that a secret to kind of surprise people. Yeah. Well, the trailers that haven't been officially released as of now, so who knows if it'll be the final
That's
one.
A fair point. Yeah. So we've seen it so many times now, and I forget it's not been official.
Yeah. 2 trailers now have leaked, which, I suppose. So kind of going around, I guess I'll pass around in a circle here, and we'll each talk about it for a minute. If there's like one thing you're hoping to see in this Born Again, what would it be? And I guess I'll start. For me, just by the way they're talking about it, and they've teased it, there's going to be a one-shot sequence in this. And I hope that Marvel Studios does it in a way where they can do what the best of them do, which is meld CG and the live action shooting of it. Because like, if you've seen some of the most famous ones ever, it's a hybrid. It's not a straight one shot. Like, they use CG cuts to stitch things together, but it works. I'm hoping that they can really do that and top what they did in Netflix. Because my personal favorite out of the Netflix stuff is season 2. Down the stairwell and stuff. I really like that fight. I thought that was great. So I'm kind of hoping top that for me. But we'll see. Tristan, what's your take? What do you want to see, and what are you hoping to get out of this?
I just want to see like the cohesion with Daredevil and I guess the smaller area of New York and MCU on where everything takes place, and what are they going to do currently and moving forward to integrate, Kingpin and Daredevil and Punisher in this, because especially with the original series where they say that, oh no, it happened, but there's no consequences to the greater story that they're going to have, and then after a while this is completely different. I just want to see if they are going to continue having some of the characters show up in future series.
Right.
No, and I really want to see what they meant by that. Matt and Fisk are trying to act normal, but we're gonna see their darker halves clash over Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, it like, there's an exciting premise here, which it all sounds good. Ricardo, how you feeling about this? Did you see anything from Daredevil at the show?
Other than the leak trailer, I haven't really seen anything. All I saw at Comic-Con was like they were, like you said, they were promoting the suit and Kingpin and Daredevil suit like back to back at New York Comic Con. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And still no double D's, you know. So, but
Trust
I
the Gooner to come out with that one. Honestly.
I will say that for the show, I really do want to see if they can reference Spider-Man in the way in this show, that will be really good.
I think they can reference him. He just can't show up because Sony's like, no, that devalues the movie. Anyway, check out our terrible Spider-Man movies.
I'm going to put money on that he does show up.
Man, that'd be
Spider-Man?
wild.
He's gonna show up, but
Be
it's
like
just
the
gonna be-
last episode.
No,
I
mean,
hope
they-
so.
Remember, they still got that one cameo they never used Spider-Man in that they have to their contract. So, I mean, could
I
that
think
be it?
he's gonna show up, but it's gonna be his hands only.
I was going to say it's the suit and it's the back of it. And it's the old, like, the Homecoming suit. So the timeline's out of whack again. And then it's also the guy who does the animated voice.
It's going to be like a Spider-Man or X-Men 98 where it's just like a web and he swings by and you're like, what was that?
yeah.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. Well, okay, Mitch, what's something you're hoping to get out of this and what'd you take away from the presentation and what leaked, I guess?
I mean, basically everything you guys said. Though I do want White Tiger to look a bit better. I hope he has a different suit because that leak that's not the one.
Yeah.
I kind of just want like a whole one-shot episode. If they're going bigger and better, make the entire thing like a one-shot and take it from like the
That'll be
courtroom
insane.
to the hallway. Do it that way. But
Yeah.
I know it's more Daredevil. I just want more Daredevil.
That's generally the feeling as well. Like, just
I've
more
waited long
Daredevil.
enough for this. Like, just give it now.
I just want to, like, a part of me is like, how do they? Because this is, it's canonizing the Defenders universe in Marvel TV. It's like I want to see how hard they go into it because you kind of assume they have to. It's like you're making everything canon, so you got to address some of the fallout of that. Like, and it's been teased multiple times. We're getting MCU cameos, multiple of them. So it's like I want to see their reaction finally to this whole scenario. Because it's like if you watch the 3 seasons or any of the seasons of the TV stuff produced for Netflix, it's very sanitized MCU. It's like it's MCU, but we filed off the number and kind of put it over here. You're like, yeah, it is.
They're gonna flip it. They're gonna have like a little meta joke, right? So instead of going like, "Oh, the green guy," they're gonna really simplify the Defenders events that way, and then really talk about the MCU stuff. Like they're gonna dive all into what's happened, like the blip, and then just not talk about the Defenders or anything else.
Talking about the Defenders, just being like, you remember the Pit?
Yes.
What? Sigourney Weaver? Oh yeah.
The LED hand guy, and that's gonna be it until he comes back.
LED hand guy. So the takeaway is we're all excited. So hopefully you guys are as well. Yeah, it's coming out March 4th. So again, they're not beating the rumors that and also they're not beating the rumors that this is going to have a Thunderbolts connection because the last episode is airing the week of Thunderbolts. So you're like,
true.
Oh,
okay.
really?
Well, then Florence Pugh's in this thing. She's got to be.
I would assume her. Bucky
And
has
Val.
been rumored for a while, and maybe Val. Yeah.
She goes to get Daredevil for the Thunderbolts. And he's like, nah.
She goes to get him, and he's like, "No, I'm actually blind." And she's like, "Oh, do you have a non-unionized, non-blind person here? Just add him to the team." Foggy joins the Thunderbolts.
Oh, that's why he dies.
That's it. It's a cover-up.
Dies. You see that?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's him and Karen.
Watch Matt's gonna be like, I need to say Foggy. What do we got? Experimental adamantium. Foggy's just gonna end up being an adamantium beast.
Oh no.
Oh.
If this was Sony, this would be an idea that they put in the film. See? Yeah.
It'd be that Hulk with all the spikes. No.
Oh God, that's gross.
Whatever that guy was called, I can't remember now.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Daredevil, if you guys saw any of that stuff or what you guys think about it, remember, leave a comment. We'll come back to it when we talk about it once again. Now we're going to talk about Well, everybody, thank you for watching that video. And as always, you can like, subscribe, share, do whatever you will. Check out the recommended video that's popped up somewhere on the screen. And also, if you would like additional content, including more discussions and more unfiltered content, check out what we offer to the members section, which has new videos going up all the time.